for this project, I created an open meetings website for my EdFo 420 Foundations of Education classes. As a blended learning class, every fourth week the students do online meeting, which will be set up through WebEx during the semester. Right now, this is set up on Open Meetings, which is basically a clone of WebEx, so it does the same things. Prior to this first big meeting, we will in class have a small meeting so that everyone can familiarize themselves with logging in and where to go in the website and how to make things happen there. So, on to the open meeting. You go to the website, you get to your login. Once you are logged in, you go over to the classes that are listed over here on the left. For this one, it's called EdTech. We enter the room. You will be asked to allow for the microphone and video. For these conferences, for the classes, I will have them doing that. For this demonstration, I'm not going to allow those so that we can concentrate on the parts of the whiteboard, the meeting. When they come into the meeting, there will be starter questions up on the whiteboard. These questions are simply to stimulate the group discussion. I want them to think about these things and answer them in the group, and then move on to the case study. While in the meeting, they have access to all the files that are over here. They will have been instructed to read the case study before we come to the meeting, but just in case that doesn't happen, it is over here. You drag and drop, it opens a new whiteboard, and the case study comes up. In addition, under these files are various files that show them how to move through the case study, as well as some very good information websites that I have posted. They can access from the open meeting, share those with the group. They have questions in another file which they will take to their blog. When they are done with this group discussion session, which should last about 45 to 50 minutes, students will go back to Blackboard to our course space and create a blog, an individual blog, where they will summarize the discussion from the open meeting and reflect upon their personal stances and what they believe this case study should play out as. In the open meeting, I will record the entire meeting so that groups can refer back, if necessary, to what they discussed as the group. While they're in the space, they can write, add text, or simply talk, and it will all be recorded for me to have later for them to refer to and for me to refer to for giving them feedback or posting additional questions in their blogs as feedback so that they can create a more robust understanding of the case. The end product of this will be a digital story. They have access on the open meetings to web pages that I think provide very nice examples that they could follow. The parameters I'm giving them for the case study are very open. I have a time limit, which is 15 to 20 minutes, but otherwise they're free to use whatever format they choose to complete their case study as a narrative, as a complete story that they can share on YouTube, which will be shown to the other course sections of EdFo 420, as well as sharing it with the class in person. This project appeals to the collaborative environment, helping the learners to develop individual strategies as a group member. exploring the actions that others would take, the ideas, the philosophies that they themselves have, and using media to express